Hi and welcome to Drummer's Review. I'm Matt and today we're going to take a look at Ludwig Black Beauty 14x5" snare drum. Back in 2017, the team here at Drummer's Review looked at one of Ludwig's much lauded 14x6.5 10-lug snares, surmising that it provided a sound and a look that most drummers would instantly recognise. Here today we have the new for 2020 model that features 8 lugs, as well as a host of updated hardware features. The shell is the same black nickel-plated 1.2mm seamless brass with imperial lugs taken from Ludwig's Phonic series. The drum also features 2.3mm triple flanged hoops, one of Ludwig's P88 throw-off mechanisms and 20-strand steel snare wires. Heads-wise, the drum came fitted with a Ludwig Weathermaster heavy coated batter and the thinner clear snare side head. The drum has a retail price of £958, but before we go any further, let's take a further listen and come back for our thoughts. Straight out of the box, things felt very familiar. The black nickel-plated shell straight away gave us the feeling that we already knew what to expect, and we weren't disappointed. In a medium tuning, the tone was warm, but with great attack and very full-bodied, with a large dynamic range. When the head was slackened off for the low tuning, understandably, there was a lot of snare buzz and overtones. That said, with a bit of dampening, you would get a fat, wet sound that would suit blues and some funk situations perfectly. At the higher tuning, there was a distinctive crack and a very controlled ring that wasn't at all unpleasant. The 8 lugs really let the drums sing to give that very open sound. There was no hint of choking and plenty of volume that would cut through in most musical situations. Looks-wise, the drum, like other Black Beauties, has an understated beauty, with the gleaming chrome hardware standing proudly from the darker, smoky-looking shell. As the team commented back in 2017, the understatement comes in the fact that this would be a perfect go-to snare drum for almost any musical situation, and the overall look of the drum would certainly help it in blending seamlessly with any colour and configuration of kit. In terms of the shell hardware, it's interesting to note that while many of the Black Beauties from the 1970s onwards featured 10 lugs, the original drums that were first produced in the 1920s featured 8, so this drum is, in essence, a hark back to William F. Ludwig's original design. Tuning was a breeze and the tension rods were smooth and silky. Once tuned, its sweet spot rewards you with a very familiar and pleasing sound. The P88 snare strainer is a massive improvement from the one featured on the drum from the earlier video. It feels smooth and easy to use, with a very silent action, meaning that engaging and disengaging the snares on the fly is pretty much a simpler process. As you've probably guessed already, we feel that this drum should certainly be classed as a musical chameleon, whether it's used in the heaviest rock settings or the quietest jazz trios or on stage in an orchestral performance. This drum would complement most styles perfectly. Coming in at £958 with a 14x6.5 model also available at £1,029, there's no doubt that these are some of the most expensive snare drums on the market, but have been a staple of many drummers' collections for many years. If you're in the market for a new snare, however, then we highly recommend checking out what made this particular drum such a legendary name in drumming circles. We hope you've enjoyed this video, and as always, please leave us a comment with your thoughts. Subscribe and click on the bell icon to be notified of future videos, and we'll see you next time here at Drummers Review.